Hey everybody, Nick here. Welcome to M3 Online. Today we are going to be going through a Rocket 3 practice. Rocket Yoga is founded in Ashtanga, founded by Larry Schultz to make Ashtanga yoga more accessible. Rocket 3 is traditionally practiced on Fridays, often referred to fondly as Rocket Happy Hour. Rocket Yoga is a playful practice. I encourage you to listen to your body. It is quite challenging. Particularly Rocket 3, there's a lot of stamina required as we combine poses from both Rocket 1 and Rocket 2 into this longer version of Rocket. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to work through some standing poses and then go into our Rocket 1 and Rocket 2 stuff. We'll get started. So come to the top of your mat and Samastitihi. Bring your big toes to touch. Hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Turn on your Ujjayi Pranayam. We observe breath, bandha, and drishti in Ashtanga. So breath is one of the most important things. And try to maintain your Ujjayi throughout this practice. Start to lift your pelvic floor, tone your low belly, pulling navel in and up, engaging Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. And lengthen through the crown of your head with a tiny tuck to the chin for Jaladhara Bandha. And we'll begin with an Om. Breathe in. We'll begin with a few Surya Namaskar A's. Inhale, reach your arms up, look to the sky. And exhale, fold forward, hands touch the ground, Uttanasana. Inhale, wave your spine into a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step to plank for your first one. And take an inhale in your plank. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows over your wrists, Chaturanga. Inhale, sweep your heart forward, upward facing Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, breathe. We start to walk into your dog a little bit. You can bend your knees and sink a heel down. And really grip the mat strongly with your hands. Press into your finger pads and the heel of your hand. And inhale, lift your heels. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward. And inhale, softly arrive at the top of your mat. Flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, plant your hand, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, reach your heart through, and push back, downward facing dog. And start to tone your biceps more forward. You can always have a soft bend to your knees here. And think about lifting your sitting bones up towards the sky and then sinking your heels down. Inhale, lift your heels. And exhale, bend your knees, look where you want to land. And inhale, arrive, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. We'll only take one more Surya Namaskar A for this variation. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing. Push back, downward facing dog. And really tone your low ribs towards one another. And again, engaging your pelvic floor up. Let that help engage your navel in and up. And keep that action. And lift your heels. And bend and look. And softly arrive. Halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, reach. Samastitihi. We'll take 2 sun bees, sink your hips back, hands touch the ground, and then reach the chest and arms up, palms touch, Utkatasana. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Jump back, exhale. Upward facing dog. And push back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, left foot grounds down, Virabhadrasana A. Reach your arms up. Exhale, plant your hands, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Right foot grounds as the left foot lunges forward. Vira A. Exhale, Chaturanga. Keep your shoulder blades rolled on the back as you move. Upward inhale. Push back, downward facing dog. Just notice the energetic difference between sun A's and sun B's. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, option to hop or handstand hop. Flat back, top of your mat. And exhale, fold. Hips back, arms up, Utkatasana, inhale. And exhale, stand. One more like that. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sitting bones lift. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hand, step, go through your vinyasa. Right foot lunges, left foot grounds, Virabhadrasana A, arms up. And exhale, Chaturanga. Upward, downward, left foot lunges, right foot grounds, inhale, Vira A. And exhale, Vinyasa. No need to rush. We're just starting. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Energetically stay with engaging the muscles in your belly as well. And this time, you can tuck hop, you can hop, you can step, or if you like to try to come to the top of your mat, pike hop. Look where you want to land. Keep your legs nice and straight. And then plant your feet in between your hands, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Reach up, hips back, Utkatasana. And exhale, stand. Let's go into the rocket standing poses, shall we? First pose, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hips back, arms up, bring your palms together. And stretch your chest away from your thighs. Lengthen your tailbone down. One gaze to your thumbs. This is your drishti, your focal point. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink your hips deeper, belly towards your thighs, heart parallel to the ground. Reach your arms forward, Utkatasana. This is half chair. One more breath in. And exhale, plant your hands, bring your knees into your armpits for a Bakasana, crow pose. Lift up 1 foot, 2 feet. If that's easy, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Take an inhale. Try to float back through your chaturanga nice and slowly. You tip the hips up high and then send the legs back. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, right foot lunges, left foot grounds. Virabhadrasana A, reach. And sink into it. Turn your outer left hip forward. Pull the outside of your right hip back. Take an inhale. And exhale, open your chest. Open your arms out to the left of your mat. Virabhadrasana B, warrior 2. Lengthen tailbone down, pull pubic bone up towards your navel. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten right leg. Reach forward, forward, forward. Hand can come to shin, a block the ground, or take the Ashtanga bind, peace fingers to big toes. Reach your left arm up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. I like to turn my left big toe in or my back big toe in a little bit in Trikonasana. Inhale, look down. Exhale, drop your left hand, hop your left foot forward about a foot, and bring your left hand under your shoulder or cross it over the right foot. And pull your right hip back, reach your right arm up, twist, Parivrtta Trikonasana. And drive through your back heel, squeeze your outer hips, grow long through your side body at the same time as you twist. Look down. Keep your twist. Just bring your left hand forward. Left leg lifts. Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Twisted half moon. Inhale. And exhale, look down. Round over your standing leg, standing L. Engage your left glutes a lot to lift the left leg higher. Inhale, halfway lift. And plant your right hand under your right shoulder and engage your right buttock so much that your right inner thigh turns forward to stack your hips. Then lift the left leg up. Then turn your left ribs up and reach your left arm up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. You're welcome to change your drishti to the sky to make this more challenging. And take an inhale. Soft bend to your right knee. See how softly you can land your left foot at the back of your mat. And sweep your left arm under and over. Utthita Parshvottanasana, extended side angle. You can bring your forearm to the thigh if that feels more comfortable, or go for the bind, reaching your arm around, capturing the hand, and twisting your ribs up. If you got the bind in any variation, work on straightening the top arm, in this case the left. Take an inhale. Stay for your exhale. Release your bind, reach up. More of a Virabhadrasana A, so feet in two lanes now. And exhale and twist to the left, or excuse me, to the right. Hands can remain in prayer. Or if you like, take the reverse bind. Breathe. And drive through the back heel. You can always lift it off the ground if that's more comfortable. Twisting your right ribs up towards the sky. Take an inhale. If you're bound, become unbound. And place both hands to the inside of your right foot. Start to work your right shoulder underneath your right knee. And plant your right hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Lift your hips high. Start to straighten into your right leg. Shift your heart forward. Bend your elbows like chaturanga. Lift your back leg off. Ekapada Kondanyasana 2. Take an inhale. And exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Bring your forearms to the ground. Interlace your hands. Dolphin. Always take dolphin in our rocket classes. Your big toes to touch, walk your feet towards your face. And hold. Or take dolphin push-ups, lifting your sitting bones high, chin over thumbs. Stay with your breath. And keep wrapping your shoulder blades around the rib cage. For 5, 4, 3, 2, strengthening our shoulders for Pincha, 1, Balasana, child's pose. Sink your heart down and roll your shoulders out. Nada Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left foot lunges, right foot grounds, Virabhadrasana A. Same thing, second side, reach your arms up. In the rocket, we place our feet in two lanes in Virabhadrasana A, mostly because that just makes a lot of sense. Feels better too. Really pull pubic bone up, reach your chest up. Take an inhale. And exhale, Virabhadrasana B, open up, sink into it. Make your arms as strong as your legs. Left outer hip super active. With the inhale, grow your side body even longer. Inhale. And exhale, straighten your left leg. Reach your left arm forward, forward, forward. Place your left hand down, right arm up, wherever you want to place it. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Think about broadening your collarbones, pulling your pubic bone towards your face. For those of you who take my classes often, you know it's in a common cue. It's really great to activate the abdomen. If you're not sure at home where your pubic bone is, it's where it sounds like it is. Take an inhale, look down. Exhale, drop your right hand. Hop your right foot forward. Right hand to outside edge of left foot. Grow long through the left side body first. Twist your outer right thigh forward, and then reach your left arm up. Parvrita Trikonasana. Really firming your thigh muscles so that your left kneecap lifts. And keep your twist, but look down. Right hand comes forward, right leg lifts off the ground. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. Twisted half moon. And find the strength in your grounded leg. Let that guide you to the strength that's within you. Round over your left leg. And lift that right leg up. I like to point my toes. You can flex them if you prefer. Whatever gets your back leg super active. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, place the left hand under your left shoulder. Stack right hip on top of left. Reach your right arm up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Really activate your right side hip to get the right leg up higher. And you can change your drishti to the sky if you feel stable. I feel less stable on this side. Take an inhale. Exhale, softly land your right foot back. Right arm reaches overhead. Tita Parshva. Go for the bind. If you went for the other side, work to straighten that right arm. Scoop your left glute under, left ribs under, and grow long. We won't take our bird of paradise today. But if you're at home, you're welcome to do it. Meet us back where we end up. Inhale through that warrior one position. Feet in two separate lanes. And exhale and twist to the left for real this time. Broad collarbones. Maybe take any type of bind variation. In binds, it's nice to send the air to the upper lungs. Sometimes the abdomen is constricted. Inhale, look down. Exhale, release your hands to the inside of your left foot. Backpack left knee on top of left tricep. Hands place, shift forward, straighten your leg. Maybe lift off the back leg, hold. Ekapada Kondanyasana 2. And then Vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Dolphin number 2, like we took before, or Pincha Mayurasana. You're welcome to come towards a wall. If you've got your Pincha Mayurasana in the middle of the room, go ahead and take it. And keep lifting pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha wraps. Strong shoulders. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. One more breath. Slowly bring knees to chest. Child's pose. Roll your shoulders out. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Either step, hop, or handstand to the top of your mat. forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale to reach all the way up. And exhale, hands behind you, either taking opposite forearms or reverse namaskar. Let's do it a little differently today. Swing your right leg out. Let's go into splits. Big toes face in. Wrists a little bit, about as wide as your ankles. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Grip from your big toes. Spin your inner knees back. Lift your sitting bones up. And let your hands help you fold towards the ground. Lift Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, reach to the sky. Now exhale, take forearms or reverse namaskar behind your back. This is one of the rocket variations of this pose. Lift your chest up. And exhale, fold forward, tip your pelvis forward first, let the spine follow. Prasarita Padottanasana B variation. And really focus on getting those thighs even stronger than they are. In rocket, there's a tenet. Silence your inner critic and listen to your inner teacher. So today, try to find your inner teacher. Make that voice louder than the critic. Engage your belly. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, straighten your arms, lift your chest. And exhale, fold forward, Prasarita Padottanasana C. And stretch your wrists over your head, but keep using your belly to fold. And sitting bones lift and pull apart from one another. And take an inhale. Stay folded. Exhale, release your hands. Peace fingers to your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold elbows wide. Maybe the crown of your head comes to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Separate your legs as wide as they go. Wide, wide, wide. Side splits, Samukhanasana. My rocket teacher told me this was my medicine pose. I had to do it every day. You can come down to your forearms. Really, again, focus on sitting bones lifting high and apart. Sink weight into the outer edges of your feet. I didn't listen to her, but I did it often. My legs are way farther apart than they were when I started rocket. Be careful where you say that. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, face your right foot, lower your left knee for Hanumanasana, regular splits. So you're welcome to stay here and fold, or you can start to lengthen your right leg forward as much as feels comfortable, maybe bringing the back foot nice and flat. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold over your right thigh. Engage those right thigh muscles a lot. Plug that right thigh bone in a lot. And keep twisting your left outer hip forward. And let that sensation that you're feeling in your legs, your hip flexors, guide you deeper towards that inner teacher. What is it saying right now? Inhale, halfway. Exhale, pivot, face your left leg. Lower your right knee to the ground. And one of the options here, one of the modifications, is Larry Schultz wanted our poses to be function over form, less about aesthetics and more about how they function. So you can place your hip on the ground and still round over the leg and get just very similar stretch there, I promise. And take whatever variation you want, reach up and fold. Really tighten left kneecap up, belly in. Now inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, place your left hip on the ground. Wide-legged straddle here, and flex your feet. We're gonna take a couple of side bends, twists. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let your right hand grab your left thigh, reach your right arm overhead. And towards your left foot. Or excuse me, your left arm overhead towards your right foot. And twist your left ribs towards the sky. And ground down through your left hip. Inhale, guide you up. And exhale, switch sides. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold in between your thighs, reach forward. And lift up halfway again, claw your heart forward, engage your legs a lot, push down through them, and then fold. Drop your head. And think a little bit of a back bend in your upper spine. So lengthen your heart more forward towards your thumbs. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, place your hands down. All right, Mula Bandha checkup time. First time I heard that, I was a little bit scared because I knew what Mula Bandha was and I didn't want anybody checking up on mine. But I can handle this, and this definitely is Mula Bandha checkup. So lift your pelvic floor, really feel like the muscles of the inside of the pelvis are lifting in towards one another and up. Corset your belly in, bring your hands here. It's a really good place to have a block to help get you into this posture. Suction your thigh bones in. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, push so much into the ground that your hips lift, maybe your legs lift. Hold for 1, for 2, 3, lower. Frame your right leg, same thing. Take an inhale. Firm everything, lift the Mula Bandha and lift. 1, 2, 3. Left leg, lift. 1, 2, 3, maybe turn. Roll forward, take a vinyasa. And walk your hands back to your feet. Uttanasana at the back of your mat. Peace fingers capture big toes. Inhale, arch your spine, look up. And exhale, lift your sitting bones up, firm your thighs, fold. Slight tuck to your chin, really engage Mula Bandha in these forward folds. Inhale halfway. Exhale, tuck your hastas under your padas. Otherwise, hands under your feet. Padahastasana, lift up. Exhale, elbows wide, fold in. And really use your abdomen like you're doing a crunch. Inhale halfway. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach to the sky all the way up, look up, lift your heels. One of my favorite rocket transitions, twinkle toes. So if you're a tall gay man wearing tights like me, anything called twinkle toes is certainly seems palatable. So keep your drishti up towards the sky and twinkle toes yourself up to the top of your mat. Don't look down. And then go to the back of your mat. And then back to the top of your mat. You can even take a spin in between. And release. And clasp your forearms behind your back or take reverse namaskar. Swing your right leg around, face the back of your mat. Square your hips completely towards the back of your mat. Lift your chest up, take an inhale. And exhale, fold over your right thigh. And pull your right hip bone back. Roll your left hip forward. And reach your armpits towards your right foot. And your chin towards your big toe. Take an inhale. And fold on the exhale, belly in. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep your bind. Exhale, pivot. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, fold over left thigh. Aim your right ribs towards the inner left thigh. And can you make your left thigh stronger? And grip the mat with your left fingertips. Or excuse me, toe tips. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, step to the top of your mat. Release. Shake your wrists out. Inhale, lift your right knee to your chest. Exhale, externally rotate it, hamstring curl. For Vrikshasana tree pose, place your right foot where you'd like it. You can place it, kickstand it, place it to the ankle, the calf, the thigh, whatever feels right. Hands in prayer, reach them up. And if that feels okay, look up. Vrikshasana. Inhale, stomp your left foot down into the ground. On your exhale, let that help you grow longer through the left side of your body. Take a breath in. And keep your hands like they are. On the exhale, right knee to chest, hamstring curl. Send your right leg back, start to lean forward. And Virabhadrasana C. Warrior 3. Keep reaching your chest forward and turning your right hip bone down. Take an inhale. And exhale, standing L, drop your hands. Maybe hop your left leg back a little bit. Either take 3 handstand hops or handstand. And try to switch your legs out so that you land on your right leg after your 3rd hop. So maybe it's 1 hop, maybe it's 2 hops, maybe it's handstand. And then after that, right foot lands, standing L, opposite side. Now really lift up your navel and start to back bend a little bit in your upper back. Let that reach you up, arms forward. Virabhadrasana C, 2nd side. Left knee to chest. And external rotation. Now you can release the hand to place the foot where you like. And soften your tailbone down. Grow long through left side waist, through left armpit, ribs in. Arms up, Vrikshasana, tree pose. Drishti up towards your thumbs if that feels okay. My balance changes daily. There's a lot of interesting physics that go into balance that you may not even be able to perceive with our common senses. Hands come down, knee to chest, release, shake it out. Nice. Let's rock it. Whew, so much rocketing to do. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. And halfway lift, inhale. And Chaturanga, exhale. Upward. And downward facing dog. Now, coming to a moment where we jump through our hands. I started practicing with blocks under my hands. That can be really helpful. There's lots of ways to jump through your hands. You can also just sit down however you like. Look forward. Tell yourself you're gonna jump forward. Listen to your inner teacher. Give a big spiritual middle finger to your inner critic. Look forward and jump. And sit. Dandasana, staff pose, hands by your hips. Push into the ground. Flex your feet so much, maybe the heels lift. Lift your belly. Lift your pelvic floor. Mula Uddiyana Bandha. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Slide tuck to the chin. Mahabandha, the great energy lock. You should be working here. Make your breath louder. Engage your abdomen and spine more. Engage your legs down into the ground, but pull your heels away from it. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. And take your peace fingers to your big toes. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, reach your sternum towards your knees and fold Paschimottanasana. And keep pulling your hip creases towards the back of your mat as you pull your heart towards the front. Inhale, look up. Exhale, maybe you stay there. Maybe you wrap your hands around your feet. Maybe you take a bind and fold. And keep your kneecaps engaged up, hip creases back. Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, land your hands behind you. Parsvottanasana, fingertips face your pelvis. Suction your thighs in, swing your hips back first, and then push, engage your glutes, point your toes, lift up, try to get all 10 toes on the ground. Upward facing plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, cross your shins, roll forward, plant your hands, Chaturanga. Upward inhale, and push back, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, jump through your hands. Come to a seat. Lengthen your left leg forward. Hug your right knee in, cradle it like a little baby. And either take tree pose leg or half lotus with the right leg. And the right foot into the left inner hip crease. Wrap your right arm around and grab your shirt. You can use a strap here. Maybe take a bind. Take your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, twist your right ribs forward as you fold. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release your hands, lift up, and swing your right leg all the way around so your right knee points forward, right foot by your hip. Inhale, reach your arms up. Maybe clasp a bind here, and exhale, lasso your wrists around your foot. Breathe in, grow long. Breathe out, fold deep. Inhale, firm that right thigh into the ground as you reach your left armpit more forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your hands, rocket transition time. Today we're going to take tripod headstand. There are several rocket transitions. You can also take Ekapada Bekasana, one-legged flying crow if you like. I'm feeling tripod today, so hug your left knee in. Bring your left knee into your left armpit. And bring your hands down to the mat. And place your head like a triangle would be. Crown of the head right on the ground. And then lift your right leg up towards the sky. Lift your left leg up, come up to meet it. Squeeze your elbows together. A lot of weight in your hands. Not all the weight's in your head. Take an inhale. Nice and slowly start to come down. In the exhale, push into your hands. Lift your head. Chaturanga. Upward inhale. And push back. Downward facing dog. Jump through your hands. And right leg forward. Half lotus or tree pose with the left leg. And this side may be very different. It is for me. Honor that if that's the case. And wrap your left arm around. Take any variation of your bind. You can just reach for that foot and grab the outer edge of your right foot. Lift your chest up, inhale. And swing your left shoulder forward as you fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Swing your left foot around, left knee points forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, and grab shin, ankle, foot, or take the bind. Teryang Mukai Kapada Paschimottanasana. I usually cue the same transition on both sides, but you can always switch it off. I'll show you Ekapada Bakasana transition on this side. And you can also always choose no transition if that's what your inner teacher says today. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant your hands. Hug your right knee in. So this is the arm balance transition. Right knee to right armpit. Lift your hips up really high and place your hands about as wide as you would for Chaturanga. Start to lean forward, broaden your collarbones, shoulder blades back, and lift your right foot away from the ground. And then hug your left knee in and send your left leg back, Ekapada Bekasana. Chaturanga. Upward inhale. And push back, downward facing dog. Ooh, jump through your hands. And give the option to handstand and jump through your hands. So a little tuck hop. Looking forward, tuck, cross your shins, hug your knees in tight, and swing your legs through. Whew. Lengthen left leg forward. Bring your right foot to the inner left thigh. Janushirshasana. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over your left leg. We're gonna do everything on the same side today. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, your hands down, hug your right knee in, about a handprint apart from left thigh and right foot. Reach your right hand, right arm to the inside of your right knee. Wrap it around, thumb down, and then wrap your left arm, thumb down. Either clasp, or grab your shirt, or just reach. Inhale, twist open. And exhale, fold over your left thigh. Marichyasana A. Inhale, twist open. And exhale, release your hands. Right hand comes behind you, lengthen your left side body, left arm up, and then place your right hip down, twist to the left, or excuse me, to the right. You can stay here, or you can work for the bind around your right shin. Lengthen up, inhale. Exhale, pull your right shoulder blade back, twist. Inhale, engage that left leg. And exhale, twist. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, release your arms. Inhale, Navasana, boat pose, rocket abs number 1. And so usually you get about 3 sets of rocket abs in a full rocket sequence. So we'll take Ardha Navasana, inhale. And exhale, bring your forearms down and point your toes. Lift your chest up, take an inhale. And exhale, bounce your right leg. Inhale up, exhale, bounce, left leg. Up, right, left, right, left. Both legs, bounce, bounce. One more, bounce. And then release your hands behind your neck. Keep your chest lifted. Right leg bounce, left leg bounce. Right, left, right, left. Both for 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Maybe reach your arms forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, come up, cross your ankles, roll forward, jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Push back, downward facing dog. Jump through your hands. Right leg forward, left sole of your foot to your right inner thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, turn towards your right leg and fold. Janu Sirsasana A. We'll skip Janu Sirsasana B today. And keep growing long through the left side of your body. And keep finding the strength on the outside so that you can tune into the strength that's naturally on the inside. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, release your hands. Left foot in, left knee points up to the sky. Left arm to the inside of the left leg, wrap it around. Again, right arm, thumb down, internal rotation. Wrap it around. Twist your ribs open, take an inhale. And exhale, fold over your right thigh, Marichyasana A. And keep pulling that right armpit forward and then folding just a bit more. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Again, these forward folds, Uddiyana Bandha, super engaged. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, release, right arm behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And exhale, twist to the left. And you can stay in that twist, you can spider crawl your hand around. You're welcome to work into that bind. And take a breath in. And twist open on the exhale. Breathe in. And twist, exhale. And inhale, look forward. And exhale, release. Inhale, Navasana. Cross your shins, plant your hands. Really push into the ground, lean forward. See how softly you can plant your feet at the back of your mat. Upward facing dog, inhale. And push back. Downward facing dog. Here we go. Guess where we're going? Right through your hands. Seems Back and forth, right? Welcome to Ashtanga, baby. Ashtanga. Say it with a country accent. Jump through your hands. Come to the top of your mat. Lengthen your legs wide. And roll your hip bones back. And inhale, lift your chest up, take peace fingers to big toes. And exhale, fold forward, Upavishta Konasana again. Inhale, come up. And exhale, start to scrunch your knees in towards your armpits. Lean back, lift your chest up, and then kick your legs straight. Take that same position, now just in a different way. Drishti to the sky. Let's bring it to Abhaya Konasana. Bring your feet together, chest up, and look up. And take an inhale. Exhale, legs open. Inhale, grow long. Make sure there's nothing behind you. Keep your legs just like they are. Roll back, feet hit the ground. And stay there. Nice stretch for the glutes. And take an inhale. Exhale, see if you can roll back right into that same posture. Abhaya Konasana again. Option to stay there, or if you like, you can take a more challenging variation by grabbing your hands to your calves, working them up your ankles, and starting to fold towards your thighs. It's harder than you think. Ooh. Roll up, cross your ankles. Chaturanga, told you. Upward inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Jump through your hands. If you like, bring your feet together, knees to the side, Baddha Konasana. Open your feet like a book, drive your pinky toe side edges of your feet together. And lift your chest up, engage your glutes. Exhale, fold forward. Take an inhale. Fold a little bit more in the exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, close your knees, come down to your back. Lengthen your left leg forward. Right leg up. Peace fingers capture the big toe. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your forehead towards your shin. Left hand stays on left hip, push it down. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull it a little closer. Breathe in. And exhale, bring your chest down. And keep your left hip grounded. Open your right leg. And keep twisting your left hip towards the left. And keep twisting your right hip back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, curl up towards the leg. Now bend the knee, capture the foot, and bring your knee as much as you can towards the side of your right ribs. And start to backpack your right knee on top of your right tricep. Going for that deep external rotation here. Now, that feels safe and like enough, stay there. You're welcome to work towards the leg behind the head. It's up to you. Now, the first time we did this in my first rocket training, I thought it was a joke, but it's not. Loop-de-loos here, so you can see how crazy I look. That left leg hovering, loop-de-loo all the way around. There's a video circulating me somewhere, hysterically laughing in this pose because I looked like I was dying. Switch directions. Big hip circles. Release and keep your leg there and see maybe what it feels like to roll up. And then just push your head back into the foot, hands in prayer. Left leg flexes. Take an inhale. And exhale. Release, come back down to your back, right leg forward, left leg Up towards the sky, peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your head towards your leg. Now this side, I don't consider my nice side. My nipple's showing. Come on, Janet. Got a nip slip. Lift up higher. Take an inhale. And exhale, come down, leg opens up. Nice and slow. Keep twisting all of this down towards the ground, flatten it like a pancake on the right side. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, curl up. And inhale, come back down. Knee towards the side rib. So that's the first step, is pulling that knee down towards the ground. Now you can stay there, it's plenty. Or take your left hand like a C, place it under your shin, push it towards the sky like a backpack, bring the knee on top of the tricep. And start to work the knee as high as you can get on the tricep. Maybe that's enough for you today. Maybe you bring the leg behind the head. This side's much more difficult for me. And again, right leg loop-de-loos, big hip circles. Just big, giant circles. Ooh. You can roll it all the way around, switch directions. And then maybe roll up. Ooh. That's harder on this side for me. Hands in prayer, push, look up. Release. Ooh. Shake that out. Hello, hip openers. Inhale into Navasana. Exhale, cross your ankles, roll forward, plant your hands, shoot back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Roll back, downward facing dog. All right, I'm gonna throw some rocket 2 stuff at you now. Moving into towards some arm balances and back bends. Rocket 2 always focuses on your arms and back. It's my personal favorite rocket. So we're gonna hop to a little squat at the top of our mat. I like to handstand tuck hop there. It really starts to find kind of the compaction it takes to get there. So bend your knees, look forward. Think about tucking up into a handstand and coming down slower than I did. And sink back, hips back, roll along through your chest, and twist to the right, hands in prayer. As you twist, try to not let the knee come out, try to pull it back. Pashasana. You can work for the full bind, which is the arms around both feet. My spine's not feeling that today. My inner teacher says no. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. And pull your right hip back, just preparing for some of these later poses. And twist and turn your low belly in the opposite direction of your heart and twist, so pull it towards your right hip. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, plant your hands. This is a really good place to practice nice soft compaction and floating back. So really crunch everything in. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Lean forward. Broaden your collarbones. Push. And softly send your legs back. Lots of core and shoulder girdle there. Vinyasa or not. Coming into that same pose, you can try again to handstand tuck hop. And slow it down, maybe a little bit slower. So we're gonna enter a combination of arm balances here. So you're welcome to watch first if you like. I'll do the whole right side and then I'll do the whole left side. And so you're welcome to work on your crow pose if that's where you are. Stage 1 for the next one, knees to the right. Right elbow, outer edge of left knee. Parshva and side crow. So coming here. And then option to look to the right and straighten the legs. And then if that feels okay, send your right leg back, split the legs, Ekapada Kondinyasana 2. And bring them back together. And switch them out so that the left leg goes back. That's hard. Push. Nice and soft. Chaturanga. Upward inhale. Push back, downward facing dog. So you can try that combination. Try any of those poses. One of the things there with those arm balances, to go back to chaturanga, you really have to lift your back leg up super high so you can float back. Pashasana, top of your mat. Knees to the left this time. Left elbow, outer edge. Right knee, hands down, just like you'd place them for chaturanga. Shift them forward, chaturanga shoulders. And then stay or straighten or split. Bring them back together. Whew. Switch them out. Here we go. Leg up, chaturanga. So it helps that float. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Wonderful thing about rocket is you revisit these poses over and over again. So that's how you get stronger and better at executing. Jump through your hands. This time, swing your left foot again to your left hip. Left knee points forward. Hug your right knee in to your chest. Make a hammock for your right foot. Then lift your chest up and kick your right leg as straight as it'll go. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold behind your right shin, crown chasana. You can work towards the bind, grabbing one hand to your wrist if you like. And think more about your chest reaching up towards the foot. Take an inhale. Stay for your exhale. Keep your leg lifted. Inhale, reach up. Hold. Now swing your left leg around and place it to the ground. Right knee comes back, just like we did in that leg behind the head situation. Right hand like a C. Backpack, backpack. Stage one is here. Working on lifting the hips. You can take kind of little push-ups and stay there until we come to the second side if you like. That'll get you stronger. Keep lifting Mula Bandha. Stage two, lift up, lift the leg. Stage three, cross the ankles, squeeze the knees together. Stage four, shift forward, bend the elbows for Ashtanga, straightening your legs at the same time. And look to your feet. And if you got that, straighten the arms. See if you can thread your left leg under Kondanyasana. And then leg up. Chaturanga. Upward inhale. Push back. Downward facing dog. Jump through your hands. Right foot by right hip, right knee points forward. Crown Chasana, second side. Hammock for your foot. Lift your chest up first, tone your belly. Uddiyana Bandha engage. Kick the legs straight. Inhale, chest up. And exhale, fold over the thigh. And keep your right leg active too, pushing the top of your right foot down into the ground. Find strength through your legs, strength through your belly, strengthen your heart. Inhale, look up, reach up, and hold. This is how I eat ice cream, just like this. A piece of cake. Don't let the out of breath fool you, it's just a show. Swing the right leg forward, lower it to the ground. Second side. Make that backpack with the left leg, left hand lands. Option one, take these little hip push-ups. Option two, lift the hips, squeeze that left knee into the tricep, lift the leg. Cross, squeeze first. Chaturanga, as you straighten the legs, that will help you balance. Make your shoulders strong. Push your arms up. Thread your right leg under, Kondanyasana. And then Chaturanga. Upward. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. We're gonna take rocket abs number 2. And really firm your shoulders away from your ears. Biceps forward, weights in the inner palm mostly. Try not to have your booty high, but scoop your belly towards your chest. Wrap your ribs in, navel in, Uddiyana Bandha. Lift your pelvic floor up, Mula Bandha. Forearms, forearm plank. If you want more, squeeze your elbows backwards in space towards your feet. Push your heels back. Heels to the left, right arm up. Forearm side plank. Take an inhale. And exhale, dive your right arm underneath towards your left armpit. Get the obliques. Inhale, reach. And exhale, dive. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Hover there. Hover. Keep pulling your right hip up as you pull your right shoulder down. Big twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forearm side. Side plank, second side. And really push right forearm into the ground, left arm up. Hips up, take an inhale. And exhale, dive the arm under as you pull the opposite hip back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. And twist more. Pull your left hip back, scoop your right hip forward towards the left side of your mat. Reach more. Reach up. And forearm plank. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. And for 1, come all the way down to your belly. Take a few prone back bends. Reach your arms behind you, palms up. And firm your pubic bone down into the ground. And bring your big toes to touch. And lift your head, lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your feet. Shalabhasana. Try to look more down than forward so that you have some natural length to your cervical spine. Engage your glutes to push your hips more firmly down. And imagine your upper back. We're doing a backwards crunch. Take an inhale. And exhale. Come all the way down, bring a cheek to the mat. Shake your hips from side to side. Dhanurasana into Parsvadhanurasana. Bend your knees. Reach for your feet or your ankles. Roll your shoulders on the back. Start with your knees together. Firm your hips down. Engage your glutes. Hamstring curl to get your hamstrings involved. First, lift your head and chest. Then lift your arms. Then kick backwards and kick your legs up. Dhanurasana. And this is how I sleep on Tuesday nights. Just like this. Now keep the shape. Take an inhale. And exhale, just tip over to the right. Keep kicking left foot into left hand. Inhale. And exhale, right through center. Hold for the inhale. And exhale, tip to the left. And kick. Keep your same shape. Inhale back, Dhanurasana, kick. Now keep the shape, but open the chain. It's a lot harder. Slowly release the hands. Really hamstring curl, lift your knees away from the ground. Really strengthen your upper back, curl your shoulders towards your glutes. Take an inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Your forehead or cheeks to the mat, shake your hips from side to side. Come up into Sphinx pose. And lift your chest through the gateway of your shoulders. And bring your left forearm to a 35-degree angle. Look over your right shoulder, hamstring curl. Reach to the inside of your right foot, palm up. Wrap your fingertips around the toes, then pull your elbow in and up, and pull your right heel towards your right glute. Half Bakasana, and twist your ribs forward. And scoop your pubic bone towards the front of your mat. Slow release. Switch sides. Hand inside. Wrap the fingers. Elbow in, elbow up. That'll help pull the heel towards the outer glute. Turn everything forward. Lift your chest up. Option to stay there. Come back to Sphinx pose or full Bikasana. Other side. Both feet. Slow release. Shake your hips from side to side. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Squeeze your heart through the gateway of your shoulders. Roll over your toes to upward facing. Push back down facing dog. We're going to jump into a seat in between our ankles. You're welcome to do that again. Through a handstand, moving towards Supta Virasana. Nice and slow. If it's hard to sit in between your ankles, you can bring a block or a book, some blankets underneath. I like to peel my gastrocnemius, that's this calf muscle. It splits in half. If you peel it, it's easier. Lift your hips up, lengthen your tailbone towards your knees. Maybe come down to your forearms, maybe your shoulders, and Supta Virasana. Really catch up with your breath. If you lost your ujjayi. And what's the inner teacher telling you now? My inner critic can get so loud, so loud. The inner teacher barely can be heard. Yoga helps that inner teacher's voice get stronger. You strengthen the body, strengthen everything else. The mind, the heart. And come up. And take a child's pose. Shake your hips from side to side. Come up to kneel. And push your hips forward. Lift your low ribs away from your pelvis. Lift your sternum up towards the sky and crank your ribs up towards the sky. Really lift pubic bone towards navel. Maybe reach, you tuck your toes, reach for the ankles. Lift your chest up. Slight drop the head back. Ustrasana. Take an inhale. Let the whole front body crunch your spine straight. Child's pose. Shake your hips from side to side. You have the option to take Ustrasana round 2. You can stay in child's pose. You can take Lagud Vajrasana. You can do some Kapotasana drop backs. This pose has felt a lot different than it used to in my body, so we'll see what happens. Really engage your glutes. Push your thighs isometrically out and squeeze your knees in. Should really fire the inner and outer hips. Lift your chest up. Engage your belly a lot. Nice and slow, steady breaths. Engage your deep neck flexor, slight touch to the chin, Jaladhara Bandha engage. And the hands land. You can land the head first and work the hands towards your feet if you like. You can push back, reposition, push up, reposition, hold. Big front body crunch to come up. Child's pose. Shake your hips from side to side. Got farther than I thought I would. Bring your hands down. Start to lean forward. Send your legs back. Chaturanga. Upward facing inhale. Push back. Downward facing dog. And jump through your hands. Down to your back. Feet to the mat. 2 more back bends. Feet close to your glutes. Work them in. And take bridge pose first. Lift your hips up. Lift your spine up. Really engage your glutes, but splay your heels apart from one another isometrically. I like to, right about this point, rest my hands on my pelvis and push my hips up. Feels really good for me. You want to take Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, traditional bridge. Hands cradle the low ribs. And the sternum reaches towards your chin. And straighten the legs. Feet together. Bring your feet in. And slowly come down. Windshield wiper. Back and forth. One more back bend of choice. Wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Hands by your shoulders. Elbows squeeze in. Engage your feet towards your butt to get your hamstrings to engage. Lift your hips up. Lift your arms up. Wheel pose. Now there's several variations you can take. You can straighten your legs. You can work your feet in closer if you like. And keep thinking about crunching in your upper back. Really engage your glutes. You can lengthen a leg up, straighten it, maybe straighten the opposite leg. Switch the other leg up, straighten, maybe the opposite leg. Hold for 3. And for 2, maybe stand up. Whew, forward fold. Top of your mat, however you have to get there. I like to rock and roll up and down on my spine 3 times. Try standing up when you have someone to support you at home, or if you have experience with that. But it's a good place to stand up. Maybe massage your low back some. Feels nice. Hands down. Handstand hops, or just hands down, forward fold, and push into the ground. Lean forward. It's one of the ways you can do it. Or right leg up, bend your left knee. Your left knee is the one that kicks you up. Shoulders on top of wrists at first. Kick up once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. And switch sides. Find your handstand. Play around. Rocket yoga is playful, so invite yourself to be playful. If you're in handstand, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And push back. Downward facing dog. Woo. And jump through your hands. Left foot by left hip again, left knee points forward. And we're gonna combine that leg with half lotus and the right, or you can take that tree variation. Moving into some twists after those back bends, right reaches around. Lift your chest up, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Left hand can help you, grabbing the right thigh, or you can tuck it under, palm down, under the left knee, Bharadvadrasana. Broad collarbones, proud chest. Maybe even smile. Maybe if there's no one behind you, imagine you're a reality star. You're looking over your head and you're like, I got you. I see you, fans. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your hands. Try to do this no hands. Lean back, swing your left foot forward, and then swing it all the way around by your right hip, and then bring your right foot to the ground. Moving into Ardha Matsyendrasana, right hand behind you. Left arm reaches up and twist to the right. The bind here is not this one. The bind is actually reaching to the inside of your right foot where your big toe is. And find some broad collarbones. Take an inhale. Open on the exhale. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, slow release. Stack your knees. Gomukhasana legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. And stretch your thighs. I like to bring my hands forward and push into the ground, firming my hip creases a little farther back. It's important to ask your inner teacher what it has to say multiple times a day. And the more we tune into that inner teacher, that inner light, that inner voice, the quieter the inner critic gets. And inhale. Come up. I'll show you two transitions, rocket transitions, two of my favorites. First is to switch the legs out through a tripod headstand. So headstand, legs up, nice and slow, switch. Now, then you bring them nicely slow back down. But my more favorite is the corkscrew. Bringing the hands to the left, coming all the way around, and placing the left knee down right on top of the right knee. Side switched. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold over your legs, or you can just switch. Rocket is full of these exciting, fun transitions. If you're taking a Rocket 3, you probably have learned that by now. And you get to come back to these sequences over and over again. So you get to play around with the traditions that feel right for you, or the transitions which feel right for you. Take an inhale. Fold in on the exhale. Inhale slowly. Come up. Transitioning in reverse now, Ardha Matsyendrasana, left foot plants, and squeeze the right foot closer to your left knee. Reach your arm up and twist all the way over to the left. Broad collarbones, proud chest, proud smile to your fans. There they are. Hey, I can't right now, I'm in a twist. Yeah, I'll autograph later. I sent you. Can someone get my assistant? Sorry, this is what I think. My inner teacher tells me that I'm a reality star at all times. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Now, swing your right leg around, lean back, right knee points forward, and take a half lotus with your left leg. Reach your left hand towards your left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the left. Bhavadvadrasana. And look forward. Release. And swing your legs around. Navasana. And that's all. I told you there's 3 sets of rocket abs. We finish strong in rocket. Just because we're winding down doesn't mean you're off the hook. Come down to low boat, flatten your low back against the mat, point your toes, lengthen your legs forward. Reach your arms back, chest lifts. Really engage Mula Uddiyana Bandha. This should make you shake pretty quick. Take an inhale, but do it for your fans, the reality fans. Exhale, maybe the legs stay straight up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. This time, like a big old X with your arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, like a starfish. Inhale, up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, cross, roll, chaturanga. Upward inhale. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. And exhale, bring your right shin across the mat, set your left hip down. And inhale, lift your chest. Firm your right hip back as you lean. Ardha Kapotasana, half pigeon. Inhale, come back up. Start to work your right heel more to the midline. Look over your left shoulder. Hamstring curl your left leg. Capture your foot and squeeze it to the outer edge of your hip if you like. You can just capture it and bring it to the elbow crease. You can take Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, making a kickstand out of your foot. And palm up, wrap all 5 fingers around your big toe side edge of your foot. If and only if you have that, then point the toes towards the sky and kick back. That'll help you back bend. And then elbow this time squeezes out and then wraps all the way around. And then maybe reach the right arm back and capture the foot. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, foot to your head. No, pop out of it, nice and slow. Release. Hands down. Lift the left knee. Swing the leg around, shake it out. Other side. Left leg up. And exhale, shin across the mat. And inhale, firm, lift it back. Right hip forward. Exhale, fold over the thigh. Make any adjustments that you need to so that this feels nice in your body. Part of doing that in yoga is listening to the inner teacher. Rocket brings you into some crazy shit. So listen to your inner teacher, and eventually your inner teacher will lead you exactly where you're supposed to go. And that's not just on your mat. It's everywhere, peeps. You hear that? Inhale. Come back up. And work your foot in closer to the midline. Look over your right shoulder. And make that hamstring curl happen. And kickstand the foot. Palm up. Wrap all 5 fingers around the big toe. Then kick back a little bit and point the toes up to the sky. And the elbow spins out, and then it spins up. Then kick a little bit, lift the chest, and reach your left arm forward. Bend the elbow, reach it back. Both hands to the foot, inhale. And exhale, engage your glutes. Back bend, foot to head. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Slow release. Swing the leg back, shake it out. Okay, Mayurasana. That's one of my faves. Often not cued. Bring your hands to the middle of your mat. Fingertips face your feet. When you lean forward, your elbows will squeeze towards one another, towards the midline. They'll rest right in your belly. You can stay there, like here. Or you can pull the shoulders back. Try to hover your feet from the ground, Mayurasana. Chaturanga. Whew, I haven't done that transition in a while. Take an inhale and an exhale. Lower your knees. Let's take a headstand. Go through some of the finishing poses. Interlacing your hands. You know what? Let's take another Paschimottanasana first. Always taking Paschimottanasana after our back bends. Legs forward. Peace fingers to big toes. Let's find some length on the spine first. Inhale, lift your chest up. Then we'll take headstand. Exhale, fold. Maybe notice if this Paschima feels different, if your inner teacher wants you to take it somewhere different than before. Or notice maybe if that inner critic is quieter. Believe in yourself. The function over form is one of my other favorite rocket tenets. Because that's, yes, about your body. Do what's functional for your body, less about aesthetics. But man, function over form translates to so much of life. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale. Take a vinyasa. Now we'll take headstand. Interlace your hands, bring the crown of your head right in between your pinky fingers so that your hands cradle your head. Elbows squeeze in. Most of the weight's in your forearms. I like to start with knee in, and then lift up. Or you can work towards the pike lift off. And so lots of shoulders. Yes, lots of core. Lots of shoulders. Really engage your belly. Believe it or not, this is a slowing down. Always can do this at the wall. There's so many fun inversion tricks, but for another day. Slowly pike down. More weight in your shoulders than neck. Child's pose. Shake your shoulders out. And coming up and down to your back. Sarvangasana. Shoulders stand into halasana, plow pose. Roll your feet over your head and capture your back with your hands. Start to work your hands down your back. Shoulders under, neck nice and long by lifting the chin. Point your toes, it helps me. Keep working your hands down the back. Most of your weight's in the shoulders, push down into your elbows, less in the neck. Slow down your breath. Even let the voice of the inner teacher get quiet for a moment. Let the feet drift overhead. Halasana, plow pose. Maybe interlacing the hands, driving the heels backwards in space. Karnapadasana, ear pressure pose. And so the knees come by the ears, maybe the shins come all the way down. Hands wrap around the feet. Slowly roll down. Matsyasana. Fish. Lift your chest up. Lift your sternum towards the sky. You can stay there or break the head down. Palms together, arms up, feet up. You can balance on your man bun like me. Keep lifting your chest up. Hug your knees in. Rock up and down on your spine. We always finish the rocket strong. So, rock and roll up and down on your spine as many times as you need to. Let's take our last vinyasa together. Last time, nice and slow. Jump right through your hands. Come into a comfortable seat or Padmasana, lotus pose. Taking Yoga Mudra, traditionally it's done with the hands bound to both feet like this and folded forward. Feels better. Just interlace your hands. This is how we often do it in Rocket. Lift your chest up. Exhale, fold. This is the seal to our practice. Let your arms stretch overhead at first. And ask yourself, what is it you want to seal in? What about this? What do you want to leave behind? The voice of the inner critic, this I can't, I'm not good enough. I tell myself that enough throughout the day. I don't need that shit on my mat. And so that's what I want to leave behind today. Let the hands rest on the low back. And what the inner teacher has spoken to me today is that I can be strong and I can access this strength by paying attention to all of the strength I'm exuding already. Even when I think I'm not, just the act of standing shows that your physical capacity is strong in some way. So let that guide you deeper. And slowly come back up. Yoga Mudra into meditation. Jnana Mudra, index and thumb. Rest here for a moment. Where can you let go of something in your life where you're too attached to what it looks like to other people or what it should look like? And more attached to what's functional to you. Get more familiar with that. This is function over form, but living and breathing it. How can you invite a deeper connection to that inner teacher to the rest of your day, evening, week, month, life? We'll seal our practice with Uti Pluti. This is done by lifting the hips up with lots of forceful exhalation with Kapalabhati breath. Kapalabhati is the navel in forcefully as the inhale happens passively. Sounds like. And so bring your hands by your hips and lean back and then lean forward and lift them as much as feels right for you. Take a deep breath in and begin. Five, four, three. Shavasana. And for all your legs, lie on your back. Rest. You've earned it. Blast it off. And the Rocket Happy Hour, our famous Friday funky flow that we come to. Thousands of people all around the world practicing this around the same time every day of the week. You can come back to this sequence at any time, but certainly on Fridays when the rest of us do. You can stay here as long as you like. This is your rest, your Shavasana. I'll close while you lay down. But again, feel free to stay as long as you need. I'll seal this practice with you with an Om. Om. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.